So we really achieved so much since we started. As you can see, what we did in the last class with Elementor. So what we want to do today is actually a little bit different. A little bit different. We are actually trying to see how we can add slider. Some people call it animation as well to our web page. Uh, there's no even need of disturbing myself about slider or animation. It's just like number of images that is changing. You understand? Sometimes you can give the number of staying period for each of the image to stay before it will disappear. So it's just a combination of images. And another thing is that there are different ways you can actually add animation. So that's why by the time I'm rounding up, I will give you some few theme that you can use that would really help you in adding your animation easily. So the first option, that one is when you are using the Elementor Pro. What do I mean by Elementor Pro? Elementor Pro is an upgraded version of the Elementor we are using. The Elementor we are using is actually free of charge. You are not paying a dime. But when you really want to possibly imagine you collected a high paid job, there's nothing bad. You can actually buy the Pro version. Because with the Pro version, there are a lot of features that is added to it that will make your work to be more professional. And one of it is this widget for slide. You understand? So normally, let's take the first option. In case, let's just assume that we are using the this thing. So let me edit this page, or let me go to the normal process page, all pages. Then the page we are working on is elements. That's the name of the page. Then I will edit with what? With Elementor. Now on getting there, what I will simply do is that the first section is the section where you put your what? Your animation. The first section is the section where you put your animation. You understand? So if I'm going to do that, what I will just do is that on a normal day, I will have really, I'll just come to this place and I'll search for it, slider. Just type anything like, okay. Since I didn't see slider, I can still see image carousel. Hmm? Image carousel is also the same thing. Do you understand? So let's try carousel. I'll click on it. Can you see that it's adding it beneath? But I will try and see I can move it forward. Are you getting me? So after this, there's no even need of stressing yourself. Just scroll. Just be observant. He said no image what? Selected. So you start adding plus. Upload. Let me see if I can see any nice image on my system. Hmm, let me go to pictures. Didn't really see. Let me see if I can look at any project that I have here. Possibly maybe I'll see. Screenshots. Okay, let's see. I'll pick open. I pray it's big. And the best thing is I make sure those images that will be same size. But I'll just manage these images. No problem, I'll manage them. So by the time I pick, are you following? But the best thing is this, let me show you. The best thing is when I click on it said no image selected, just click on plus. So if I have many images, I'll just select it once. One, two, three. Are you getting me? Four. And I'll create new what? Gallery. Now insert. Do you understand? Sorry, am I right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I will image carousel. Let's try. Let's publish. Let's publish before I would really set it up. Okay, publish. So let me refresh and see what will happen. Oh, this is not what I want. Do you understand? So that means I'm going to delete it. Control Z. This is not what I want. Let me go back. Let me add it one after the other. Do you understand? Plus, I'll pick this one. I'll, I'll add it. Okay. Slide to show. Let me say 4. Auto. Come on, let me go to style, position, advance, slide to show, slide to show, slide to show. Okay, image stretch. Let me say yes. I'm not sure this is it. I'm not sure this is it. I'll go and let me teach you the second method. This is not what I want. Let me rephrase. This is not what I want. No, 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 no. So let me use the normal one. Since I didn't see the slider widget, this one is not working. Or possibly maybe I didn't get how to use it. I'm not used to this. So the next thing I'm going to do is let me delete this. Are you following? So since this is not working, this is what you do. Let me go through the normal process. I will go and install what we have two type of plugin. Normally, if it's a pro version, I will see it. I will see it directly. But since I didn't see it, the next thing that I'm going to do is what? I'll go and install the plugin. Now, since it's not there by default, I'll install the plugin for what? For slider. There are two popular ones. We call the first one Slider Revolution. What do I call it? Slider Revolution. And the second one, we call it Smart Slider. Smart Slider. So without wasting much time, let's leave here, or possibly let me just leave it. I will log in into another place. www.welfare blog. Okay, so I'm getting here. What will I do? I will go to what? Plugin. I'll go to add what? Plugin. So I'm getting here. I'll just search slider what? Revolution. Okay, can you see that it's bringing the slider gallery carousel, blah 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 blah. So let me use smart slider. So any of the two you can use it. Smart slider. Okay, can you see smart slider 3? This is a specific one I'm looking for. Can you see responsive slider plugin to create slider in Visual Editor easily? So I'll click on what? Install now. So after I click on install now, I'll activate. You should know that anytime you activate any form of plugin, it will create itself here. So let's see if anything new has been created here. Can you see? Smart what? Slider. So I'm going to click on it so that will load to the. So you don't need to use one plugin before you know how to use it. They are not difficult. Exactly. So on getting air, I want it to finish loading. So let's just go to dashboard. They're trying to train you on how to get started, but let's just go to, without watching anything you understand, just go to dashboard. On getting there, without telling you, you should know you click on new what? Project. Exactly. So when I click on new project, create a new project, start with a template, start with a template and make it your own with blah blah blah. Let me just create a new project. So project I say slider, is a block, is a simple. Let's pick the one that is default. Okay. Can you see change the weight and the height by default? So let's just pick that one. I will click on what? Create. So when I click on create, are you following? When I click on create, even without doing anything, we have the short code already. Do you understand? We have the short code already. It's a copy and paste the short code into your post or pages, blah 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 blah. So now the next thing we will do now is what? I will now add my images. Slide down one. Do you understand? Or add slide, anyone. So let's say slide one, image. So it take me to my image. Select. So that's why you should look for big images. Do you understand? Then back. So this is the project you edit. So it's not as if you're going to create a new one. You still edit. That means I can still add what? Add slide. Another one, image. Let's see this one. Select. That means they're up to two now. Abby. Add again. Select. So let's say three images are okay for me. After that, I'll click on what? I'll save. After I've saved, I will scroll down. It said copy and paste the shortcut. So this is what? I just click Control C. So when I click on Control C, the next thing now is I'll go to my what? To my pages. So I've opened the pages here. So that's why I might not really like this one for this thing like that. This I don't like this thing. So let me see. If normally it's not giving me the opportunity to edit, it's supposed to be at the top. You understand? But let me see what I can do. So let me just add possibly a container. You understand? A single container. Hmm? At least catch have tested. So short code. Do you understand? So anytime you want to add short code, so I'll just go and replace Control V. Understand? So to remain. So it's until you try something that's when you know if you can do it. So don't just assume that maybe it's not. Just keep on trying. So now let's go and now view and see. Let me use another browser entirely. So I think what I will do now is I will now say I can move it to the top. But if I want to be very realistic, there are some theme that I will use. I will use this theme. www dot welfare. Okay, okay, okay. Elements. Wow. Can you see? You can go and look at the settings to. Do you understand? To actually change. exactly. So let's wait a little while. So you can still go back there and go and change one or two settings there by going to the smart slider. Um, okay, this is the shortcode. Let's look at the size. You can control the size here. Exactly. You can do the controls. Now we have, okay, do you want arrow to be there? That is the meaning. So if it's this type of arrow, you pick this one. You know that this is the type of arrow that you actually saw there. Okay, okay. Animation, duration. Okay, it's okay like this. But you can reduce the rate at which it's disappearing. You understand? So let me put 100 there. Autoplay. Can you see now? It's not doing autoplay the other time. So you on autoplay. Are you getting all these things? So slider duration. So you can just work on all these things. If you want to add button, you can add button here. You understand? And the button you want to put. So just play around them and optimize slides, developer. So at the end of the day, I'll click on what? Let me, where's my save? Okay, I'll click on save. So let's go and try again. Refresh. I'm supposed to autoplay. It's because this image is blue. So the next thing is, let me try and see if I can move it to the top. So this is the container, right? Okay. You know, it's possible you also move container location. So actually create it, allow me. I think this is it. So I'll move it to the top, you understand? So let's now see. So I know it will still limit it, you understand? So it's stopping here based on the, let me publish so that you see what I'm actually saying. Based on the particular plugin theme that we are using. Did you see? So, but it's supposed to be the first thing at the top after the menu. But that does not say you should give up. So let's go back to the place. On getting there, and it has taken it to the real top. Oh. Let me see. Benigba. But what I will just do now is that I'll try and I want to change some settings in this thing. Maybe I can remove this thing from this thing. But the best thing I can do is that after I've tried it and it's not working, I'll just simply what? I'll change the what? The theme. Exactly. So let me go to this place. Dashboard. Okay. Anytime you want to edit a particular theme, what you just do is that go to the appearance. On getting to appearance, go to customize. I'll go to customize. Under customize, I can still go to header. From there, I know I will remove it. You understand? Okay, so let's start playing around with it. This is where I can change the theme, but not now. Okay, site identity. This one is talking about welfare, hospital, blah blah blah. Talking about site icon. You want to put site icon. Okay, general option. Okay, top bar settings, menu bar settings, page header settings. Are you following? So I can what? Hide image. No, no, I don't even want hide. I want to totally remove it, but if it's possible. Okay, I'm coming. Menu page settings, top bar settings. Page settings. Did you see? Hmm? So I just disable it. So let's see. I've disabled it. Since I've disabled it, it's supposed to go to the top and come. Let me clear cache. Can you see? Oh, sorry, it's still there. It's still there. Is there anything that has removed? No. Let's go back. But you know the best solution is just to, but I'm just trying to see if I can. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't publish it. Refresh. Are you seeing? I'm getting to the top gradually. Are you following? Yes. Okay. So possibly, can you see it's already rotating automatically? You understand? So are you following? So now I think let's just leave it like that. So now the question is, I'm just trying to be very real with all these things. That's why I'm actually taking it as if I'm gisting. You could see that we're actually trying different things. Hmm? So you can't say that, oh, you just want to cram something. You don't need to cram anything, just be trying. Now the next thing is that I want to move it to the top a little bit, Abby. So let's go back to the section. So I'm getting to the section, so I don't need this one again. I've really gotten, except I still want to remove some things, but let's leave the others and just move it up. So how will I do that? I'll go back to Elementor. This is the section, right? I'll click on the section. I'll go to what? Advanced. I'm getting to advanced. I want link. When you click on this, you want link. Because if you didn't on link, whatever you put here would automatically be in right, in bottom, in left, but it's top. I need Navi. Let's use negative number minus, let's say minus 50. Let's try first. Oh, and I will publish. I'll publish. So can you see that I can still manipulate? Did you see? It's getting closer. So I can still manipulate what I have there. So let's see, let's move it the more. Let me change it to minus 100. Minus, oh, sorry, minus 100. Publish. Refresh. Did you see? So at the end of the day, we've been able to achieve, even with this current difficult templates, team, we've still been able to what? To achieve what we need. Exactly. So I think with everything I've taken you, you don't have any problem using what? Using WordPress, using plugin, using theme, using Elementor. And what I told you earlier is that whatever you need, you understand, just look for the plugin that can do it. So by the time you look for the plugin that can do it, well, you are good to go. Is that clear? Okay. Mary, did you get me?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's great. So very easy, very easy. So the major thing is that just be confident of yourself. If I tell you that all these things that I'm doing is not as if I react. In fact, it has been long that I even touched WordPress. So the major thing is the confidence. Just look at it. Hmm? At the end of the day, you will be able to achieve it. So let me see. So normally all these ones now they are very simple. You can just edit. Okay, let me show you something while I close for today. On a normal day, you can actually do settings on your footer as well. What did I mean by this? I can come to this place. Let's say, for example, okay, let me go back to the dashboard. I'm actually trying to work on the customize again. Customize. So you could see that under customize, under customize, we have menu. Okay, let's go to general option. Okay, footer settings. Footer settings. Now, this is where I'm going. Footer settings. That's why, like the site I showed you the other time, www. Okay, you will notice that there are different ways you can actually work on your footer. So it's not compulsory that I will just leave this site like this because, oh, the theme that I use, this is how they want it to be. No, you can change it. You can change it under customize. You understand? You can change it under customize. Look at this one. Look at this filter. Can you see how I arrange it? You understand? This is how I want it. So now that's the same thing I'm actually trying to show you. You can also modify your footer as well. So how do you do that? I'll go to my customize. Now, the meaning of all these things you are seeing under footer settings is that this is the arrangement. Let me open each of it and compare it. Can you see email, info, mailbox? So let me go and show you email, info, mailbox. Can you see? Can you see? That's what you are seeing. So anyone I don't need, I can remove it. You understand? So let me go back to this place. So let me unhide it. Hmm? The same thing, this one. These are everything you are seeing that is being arranged the other time. So anyone you don't need, you can easily what? You can easily remove. You can easily delete contact. Hmm? So then anything you want to add, you can add what? New contact. Do you understand? The way you add new one, it will determine what you really want there. Okay, let me show you. Add new contact. Maybe it's still loading. Or maybe the maximum they want here is actually 4. Now look at this is the place you can change all these things you are seeing. You can put your name powered by, you understand? Maybe SolarX. Hmm? Instead of Team Daddy, you can change it to what you want. Are you following all these things? So these are then possibly you can put the link of your website here. Hmm? Are you following? And after that, I'll what? I'll publish. I'll come back here and I'll be able to what? To see it. Can you see that is now SolarX? Do you understand? So everything you don't need, you remove it. I'm just using all this thing. Now this archives, this category, I don't need it. It looks somehow to me. You understand? So what will I do? I'll still come back to that place. Your own is just to be playing along as you are doing it. It will be unveiling itself. You understand? So now I've seen the footer, I've seen all these ones. Okay, let me see where they use. Okay, no, 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 no. So it's not here, right? So it means it's not here. So let's go and look for where they have that. So let's look at okay, menu bar, top bar. Okay, that's good. Now if I didn't see it there, let me tell you where you can go and check. Go and check your widgets. What did I call it? Your widgets. So let me close this part and go to my widgets. So I'll go to appearance. That's why I'm touching every aspect that is really very important. I'll go to my what? My widgets. I've taught you menu now. Have you? I've taught you header. All these ones I've taught you. You understand? Even under this header, you can actually remove that thing we are trying to remove the other time. Header is the top part. Let me open link in new tab so that it will load there. So I'll now go to what? Appearance. I'll go to my widget. Then on getting to my widgets, on getting to my widgets, getting to my widgets, you could see the other areas that you are seeing. Let me show you. Let's look at the footer sidebar. That's if you want to put something at the sidebar, these are where you can actually do it. Just click on plus and you add whatever you want to add there. Maybe it's image. I want to add media library. Let me just add an image so that you get what I'm saying. Maybe I want to put something at the sidebar. Maybe this thing. I'll select it. So everything you are doing at the widgets is mostly for the sidebar and the footer. Is that clear? So let's see footer sidebar. Can you see where they saw the archives, Abby? The category. So since I've gotten it, what will I do? Just right click so that this thing will come up and you click on what? Delete. I don't want this February. Delete this category. I don't want it. Just click on it. Not necessarily right click anyone. Click on this menu option, drag, delete. This one also drag down and what? And delete. Whatever you don't need. Footer sidebar. There's nothing in all these ones. That's why it's not. Do you understand? And I will update. So can you see that I've shown you the different parts you can modify your page to your taste. So this two will disappear now. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's not still disappearing. Let me see what really happened. Right click. Let me clear.
Have you published?
What do you say?
Sorry, I said have you published or why are they not disappearing?
That's what I'm okay. Let me go and check. Maybe I didn't publish. Let me check. I've updated. So I didn't know what is happening because even the stuff that I had here at the side has not shown. Okay, okay, I'm coming. Let me check the other sites, the other pages we did. Let me go to home. There's something I want to confirm from there. Home. Sometimes it might be your. Can you see that it has actually removed? Do you understand? It has actually removed from the home page. So I don't know why it has not removed from the element. I will know what is happening now. Okay. It has removed from every other pages except the element. So let's go back to our, I think it's the element page. Okay, let me scroll down. See this stupid guy. See where he's staying. So let me see. Maybe because I use Elementor for this. Are you following? Because I use those that I didn't use Elementor for has been removed. So let's see what we can do. There's always a solution. So I'm coming. Widgets. Okay, let's say sidebar. No, it's not what I want. Pages, all pages. That will not waste time. Let me try one more time. If not, possibly it could be cache, or since it has removed from every other pages, let me just try one other thing so that we will not waste our time. I'm going to reopen the page. Update with Elementor. This is what I did. Let me see if it will work for Elementor. So another thing I can do is I still proving stubborn. You can disable your what's it called? You can disable your footer. You understand? So that you now create your footer by yourself. You understand? You can create your footer by yourself. It's just like you add a section to your footer. So let me stop here. So in the next class, we'll proceed. Let me stop here. Next class, we'll proceed. Okay, thank you.